Hey guys, it's Jim again, and please forgive, love the Penguins, love the Chicago Bears, don't even live anywhere near them, but two groups I've always loved in sporting. I skipped a few days from my paleo videos simply because I've just been swamped with stuff. The workout I did on Friday was great. It's the first time I've worked out since I've been on the paleo, and it was a lot of energy. Realize, of course, just because you have all the energy and you feel like you have all the strength, you still don't have all the cardio, and pushed myself a little bit too much a couple times and got myself a little worn out pretty quick. Drank a lot of water, that was helpful. Paleo this week has been really good. Been following my diet really well. I'm down to 214 pounds as of this morning. Started from 225 back on the 4th, and today I think it's the 16th or 17th. So, not even 2 weeks in, and I'm already down pretty much about 11 pounds, and I feel really good about it. We've been through some experimental stuff with food lately. It's fun to see a video from somebody else on YouTube saying, "Oh, this is the perfect this and this is the perfect that," and you get excited about it and you make it, and you're just like so let down. Some of this stuff is really difficult being paleo because you've got to make it from scratch. You've got to go from start to finish to make something, and hopefully you make it right the first time. It's good for me. I used to be a chef, so that helps out. I'm used to baking stuff from start to finish from scratch. I think I realized part of the reason you can lose weight on paleo is because you don't have a lot of readily accessible foods to eat that are bad for you. Crackers, cookies, Doritos, stuff like that just don't exist for you, so it works a lot better. I'll give you a little light here so you can actually see my face, sorry. So it's easier not to eat the bad stuff because it's easier to eat the good stuff and not overeat because it's bad stuff's so readily available. And a couple of different blogs and web pages I've read have really helped out. One guy says, now when I go to the grocery store, and this is the same for me, I don't even really make it down the other aisles. I went down the other night, and I went into a store and went to do some quick shopping, and I found myself that I only went through the meat section and then through the produce section, and that's all my shopping was. I did make it into the frozen vegetables and grab some steam fresh bags, which are just awesome to pop in and just have a bag of veggies, but as I was leaving the produce section, you kind of walk by the bread section. I remember thinking, gosh, if there was just some kind of bread alternative to wheat and stuff like that would be healthy for you, and there just isn't. You just have to live with it. Although I did make a pizza crust the other night that they claimed was the best pizza crust ever, paleo. Oh, it's just like the real thing. It wasn't even close. When I got done, I scraped all the toppings off, and all I ate was my toppings. And I remember thinking after I did that, I bit into the crust to make sure it just wasn't my toppings that made the crust so bad, because it was kind of like spongy and it just wasn't that great. And I realized that it almost would have worked better as bread. I could have made a really thin bread out of it and been happy to use it for like BLTs and stuff like that. So I might actually go back to that thought process and make the pizza crust into bread so that I have something for sandwiches. I did see an excellent video earlier today. It's so funny. I've been craving ice cream. My wife actually had real ice cream last night, and she's been paleo off and on pretty much for the last 4 or 5 days, trying to get more solid with it, watching my loss. She's excited about it. She ate ice cream last night. It actually didn't feel good to her. Her stomach got a little upset, felt a little bloated, stuff like that. And I've read the science side of it in Wolf's book, the Paleo Solution, and I know what happens when you eat these kind of things like wheat and stuff now, how it causes your inflammation of your intestines and stomach and things like that. So I knew kind of what was going on physically, scientifically, but to her it just felt like she overate. But I went online, and this is an awesome plan. So real simple. I have a little 2-year-old son. He eats bananas all the time, which is awesome, but sometimes he doesn't finish the banana, and we always buy bananas. So I got home, we went shopping, I got home, I took 3 bananas, I cut them into like 1-inch slices, I threw them in the freezer and froze them. They were very green bananas, pretty fresh, so the power of the banana was pretty overpowering in it. But I took a banana, I sliced it up, I took about 4 strawberries and sliced those up, I threw it all in the freezer so it was nice and solid. I took some almond milk and just a touch of coconut milk. I mixed that together. It was mostly almond milk, vanilla flavored. Stuck it in a Ziploc bag, threw it in the freezer, checked on it, made sure it wasn't completely frozen, kept it nice and cold. Got it to the point where it was just starting to really get frozen. Poured that into a blender, threw the bananas in the blender, threw the strawberries in the blender, kick that puppy on, put just a tiny bit of honey in there for some sweetener, and you don't even need to do that. and it made the best banana strawberry milkshake without making ice cream. I mean, it was just absolutely mind-blowing that I was so happy that I found something that totally hit the spot of a strawberry banana milkshake. Just blew my mind. If I would have had some coconut and pineapple, I'd have been in heaven. So anybody out there craving a sweet tooth, wants to run to Dairy Queen or Baskin Robbins, has got that urge just to have ice cream, frozen banana pieces, frozen strawberry pieces, and pretty close to as cold as you can get it, almond milk. Put that all into a blender, kick it up on high speed, blend it till it's nice and smooth, and you've got yourself a great milkshake. And it's a great hit the spot type thing. So go for that. The other night we had dinner. I have a little bit of Hispanic heritage in my background, so tacos and enchiladas and things like that are kind of big. So the other night I was craving tacos, so we actually did up the ground turkey. We spiced it up with regular spices such as cumin, chili, and cayenne. Cooked that up, took some lettuce leaves instead of using tortillas or corn tortillas, used a lettuce leaf, put that in there. I made up some pico de gallo with some onions, cilantro, and tomatoes, chopped all that up, put it in there, and then hit it with just a little bit of fresh lime across the top for a little kick, and then a little bit of Frank's Red Hot for hot sauce, because it seems like the ingredients are pretty pure there. And I made 3 of those. I'll actually include a picture right here. And those turned out really well. We liked them. I liked them a lot. My wife still kind of missed the tortilla aspect of it. The lettuce is pretty overpowering as a leaf compared to when it's actually cut up for some reason. So she loves a bunch of lettuce on her regular burritos or tacos, but when she actually does them as a shell, it just didn't work for her. So far, the two fails for her have been the pizza crust, and I've tried 2 different ones, and there's something I guess we're just never going to have as pizza, and taco shell types. Although today I kind of crave nachos, and I've heard some things that, people say they use pork rinds for breadcrumb substitutes. They grind up pork rinds and put them in their meatloaf. Today I went and bought a bag of pork rinds and made some pico de gallo and used them as chips for like nachos, and I was pleasantly surprised. So they give that good crunch, they give you something to scoop with, and they're just, the flavor's not really overpowering, so you really get whatever you're eating, you get that flavor from it. So I was able to down more pico de gallo than I should have, and quite a few pork rinds also. So gonna have to burn those off in the next day or two. Both of my hockey games that I had scheduled this week got canceled due to weather. We got hit by a freak snowstorm that has totally shut down the city I live in. So I've actually had to miss half a day of work and to come home early because it was getting so bad that there were wrecks all around where I work. So they sent us home early so we didn't have to drive in the nighttime. And then both my games were canceled at the last minute. We just, the 2 storm fronts came in hours before the hockey game, so they canceled our games. Music Mistress, I hope you're doing awesome with your paleo program. I know it started yesterday. I'm really excited for you and your husband. Please just leave comments if you have questions. There's so many things out there. The best website I found to explain the paleo diet is called Nerd Fitness. If you go look that one up, just a super cool web page. Guy gets into explaining some great process of what's going on, but also explains the internal blood system, the way the insulin and glucamine and things like that work, the fat cells releasing bad carbs, good carbs, the junk that we put into our bodies before we got on paleo, how it affected us. The best comment on there is we didn't eat. We weren't fat because we ate because we were fat. The fat that we have in our cells that's caused from the bad stuff that we eat, that's processed, preservatives, bad carb stuff like that, confuses our fat cells on not releasing the right stuff, so it actually holds on to that. And since it's holding on to that and the muscles need the energy, that's why you feel like you're still hungry. So you're not eating and making yourself fat, you're fat which is making you eat. So that's kind of funny. Anyways, great stuff. Had a great week. I feel a lot better. I look better. My jeans are getting a little looser. I'm starting to build a little more muscle. I still have a lot of energy and I feel great. I haven't felt this great in years. So to have the energy spike and the energy feel so much better from being on this diet. And it's not even a diet, it's just a way of life. So I hope it works for you guys. I hope it works for everybody. Feel free to subscribe, and hopefully I'll keep posting videos. I don't think I'm going to be able to do them every 2 days like I thought. It's a little more work than I thought, but I will try to get on at least once a week, every 4 days, something like that, and try to get you guys hooked up with what's going on in my life. As for that though, paleo's awesome. Loving the energy. Some great food ideas, like I said. Try that milkshake and let me know what you think about it. Frozen bananas, frozen berries, almond milk, the vanilla flavored one, throw it in a blender, blend that up, and it's just awesome. You can change it up a little bit. You don't have to put strawberries. The bananas are always the best thing because the way that they freeze is just like throwing ice cubes in, but it doesn't water everything down, which was what I was having problems with. So frozen bananas, almond milk, and then whatever kind of flavors you want. If you want to throw some almond butter in there, if you want to throw just some honey and some nuts, if you want to throw some almonds in there, some coconut or even pineapple, just have some ideas with it and see what happens. Some dark chocolate, you can do dark chocolate as long as you're making sure it's got a lot of cocoa to it, or even a unsweetened cocoa powder works well too, because the bananas have enough sugar in them, it'll overpower the bitterness of the chocolate and make it actually taste like a chocolate milkshake. Anyways, hit me up, let me know what you guys think. Really appreciate you guys chiming in and watching my videos, and keep me pumped up, and keep pushing on me to make more videos, because I really enjoy sharing the things that I've tried that have worked well, and let me know what you guys think. Appreciate it. Have fun.